Now, one of the main reasons behind Israel's emergence as the startup nation is a unique partnership between the government and private enterprise. The main government body that spearheads tech development is the Israel Innovation Authority. And here to share his thoughts on the next steps in Israel's remarkable tech journey is someone who used to be the general manager of Apple in Israel. Now he's got himself a decent job. Please welcome the CEO of the Israel Innovation Authority, Aharon Aharon.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for inviting me. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for John for having this wonderful event and his wonderful team. I'm going to talk a little bit about the government making an impact, and that will be concentrated on the things that we are doing. Should I have the clicker? Yeah. Okay. So first of all, 2018 was an excellent year for the Israeli high-tech. We had $6.5 billion of investment, capital investment. We had 12 new multinationals that joined Israel in order to open R&D facilities, making the overall number of 380. $12.6 billion of exits, and if you compare the civilian R&D investment is 4.2% of the GDP, which is the highest in the world. So I believe that 2018 was an excellent year for the high-tech in Israel, and yes, thank you very much. But at the next slide, I'm going to show some of the challenges that we have. So basically, if I'm looking at the high-tech is only 8.3% of the workforce in Israel. They are generating 50% of the export of Israel, but it's only 8.3% of the population. If I'm talking about Tel Aviv and suburbs, 77% of the startups are located in Tel Aviv and the suburbs. 67% of the workforce in the high-tech are men, and 70% of the investment is in software and hardware. So basically, you see that the high-tech currently is very monolithic in Israel, and we are looking how to extend it to other domains. So the next slide is the charter that we have as the Israel Innovation Authority, and we are a new organization, 2 years old. However, we are based on the Office of Chief Scientist of Israel that was established in 1971. The Office of Chief Scientist that was established in 1971 was the first one of the countries to establish this public-private partnership, and in order to encourage the private companies to take risk and to do something that is innovative. So that was established in 1971. In the new charter that we have is, first of all, how to strengthen the current high-tech system that is working very, very good, as you saw in the results, and that's the main charter, how to maintain what we have. The second charter is how to increase the economical impact of the high-tech such that the overall citizens of Israel will benefit from the high-tech that is very flourishing in Israel. And the last one is how to see what will be the technology that will emerge in 10 years down the road, and to invest in them right now such that when they emerge, we will be in a good shape. So those are the charters that we have. And we are looking, of course, to invest in R&D such that the overall economy will grow. Those are the pillars that we are looking at. So in order to do what I said before, we have to do an impact on the Israeli economy as well as the world economy. So we are looking about 4 pillars. The first one is the technology aspect, in which we would like to see what the government should do in order to promote technologies that will materialize down the road. Now, when we are talking about artificial intelligence, this is already here. However, the government has a special role here. First of all, because the government owns a lot of data, and how to access this data for both academy and industry in order to enable research. And the government is also the regulator that is responsible for the privacy of the data, how the government should have the infrastructure that is needed for the academy and industry, and how the government should promote a lot of people that are needed in this artificial intelligence area. So those are one of the items. The sectorial aspect is talking about developing a personalized medicine, and I heard the previous talk about the personalized medicine. What we are looking for is how to be part of this game, because we have a lot of IP that is beyond what we have in the other domains, and this IP should be utilized in a better way, such that we will be part of the revolution that is the personalized medicine revolution. And we have a lot of national plans in order to promote those, including a lot of data that is needed in order to enable those research to be conducted. In the geographical aspect, as I said before, 77% of the high-tech is concentrated in Tel Aviv and its suburbs. So we are looking for how to promote the high-tech and the innovation system in the periphery of Israel. You know, periphery of Israel is not so in distance to other places. For example, if you are driving from 1 hour from Tel Aviv to Beersheba, or 1 hour from Tel Aviv to the Galilee, so that's the distances. However, we have to make sure that those places have innovative high-tech industry. The depth aspect is the way that we have to make sure that the citizens of Israel have the same level of prosperity as the high-tech of Israel. So we are looking for the following one. First of all, we have a special division that is called Societal Challenges that is taking care about the impact investment in Israel. So that was established about 2 years ago, and today we are already in the process of having this decision very flourishing. The first item that we are doing is innovative in the public sector, and this is being done with Digital Israel, that is part of the Ministry of Equity, Social Equity. And we are doing a lot of projects that are for the public sector and how innovation can be brought to the public sector. The other one is assistive technologies for the disabled people, and we are working with that with the National Insurance Fund of the Labor Ministry. And in every project that we are getting and providing support, we are looking for what is the societal impact of this project, and this is part of the criteria in order to make the project getting funds. The last one, but not the least one, is the Grand Challenges of Israel. So we are working with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, which is called Mashav, this part that is promoting innovation in other countries, and we are looking for promoting innovation. Last week, we funded a lot of projects in Africa, and this is something that we are doing again with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I would like to conclude this talk by quoting Mr. Shimon Peres, the former president of Israel, and I take the suffix of the talk, which is a society without technology will result in a world suffering from hunger, illness, and despair. So thank you very much for your attention.